Yo, what's good, everybody? I appreciate you checking in. All right, we just got news that Michael Mayer is returning to the team. He practiced today, which is Tuesday, November 12th. All right, so he finally has returned to the team and is now practicing with the team, which is great news. And first and foremost, I want to say I hope he's 100% healthy. Week 3, earlier in the season, he decided to leave the team due to mental health issues. The family contacted the Raiders organization, let them know the situation, and he has now returned to practice. So, again, first and foremost, I do hope that he's 100% healthy and ready to roll. Because, again, what's really tough about these type of situations is you never know. I mean, whatever put him in that situation, whatever put him in that mindset, we don't know why it happened. Obviously, people behind the scenes know, his family knows, probably people in the organization know. But at the end of the day, you just don't want him to dip back into that mindset. And so hopefully he is 100% healthy and has been able to address whatever situation he was going on. So first and foremost, I hope that he's healthy. But I'm going to kind of give you my take on it, whether or not I think it's going to help the team and what I expect, what I want to see out of Michael Mayer moving forward for the rest of this season. Obviously, this season hasn't started out the way we wanted to. We are now on the back end of this season. We're now over halfway through the season, and so we'll just kind of see what Michael Mayer can do and what his effect will be, but I'm going to give you my take on it. But before I do, if you can, hit that like button, make sure you check in, hit that thumbs up, but also hit that subscribe button. My next giveaway is 4,000 subscribers. All the information is in the ticker down below. And so if you want to be including that, hit that subscribe button, but also hit that notification bell so you know when I do drop more content. And so here's the big question, right? Do you think this is going to make a big impact on the offense moving forward? Obviously, we've had a lot of struggles, right? We've had a lot of struggles, and in my opinion, a lot has to do with the injuries to all the players, whether it be Jacoby Myers, the offensive line, guys just going down. Michael Mayer, out of nowhere, exiting the team. Then you have Devontae Adams being shipped off, nothing but practice squad players being elevated to the 53-man roster, and then seeing significant playing time in games. Then you have the quarterback play. The quarterback play has just been horrible up to this point. Obviously, I want to say it was about 3 games ago, we switched to Aiden O'Connell, then he breaks his thumb. And so now you got to go back to Gardner Minshew after being benched. And so it's been a tough go. And then obviously Luke Getsy and some of his play calls, which were rough. Luke Getsy isn't fully out of the woods when it comes to the downfalls of this offense. But I attribute more of the failures of the offense to the injuries as well as the quarterback play. So, but now that Michael Mayer is back, let me know in the comment section down below, do you think this is going to help improve this offense moving forward? Now, I do feel like Michael Mayer was going to have a big role in the run game when it comes to run blocking, right? I think he was going to be that run blocking tight end. And so I want to see just how well he can kind of get or contribute in the potential success moving forward in this run game. All right. We have lacked a run game up to this point. And obviously with all the shifting of offensive linemen, the injuries to the offensive line, it was just last game where we had 3 offensive linemen go down in a single game. It's tough. It's hard to find success when you have so many injuries and so many shuffling pieces on this offensive line. And so will Michael Mayer come in and help kind of spark this offensive run game, with his ability to block? Because if you remember in the offseason, one of my biggest question marks was by drafting Brock Bowers and bringing in a guy like Harrison Bryant. The question is how much was Michael Mayer going to embrace this tight end position, knowing that now you just drafted Brock Bowers, Harrison Bryant, a former Mackey Award winner as well in his own right, is one of the best tight ends to come out of college. How is he going to fit? Well, if you remember, he tacked on 16 pounds in the offseason. And 16 pounds on a frame like he has, really for any NFL player that has a very athletic build, 16 pounds is a lot. So to me, it felt like he was going to embrace the role of being more of that run blocking tight end, but also have his opportunities in the pass catching game, because he was a very dynamic threat in the pass game when he played at Notre Dame, right? He was an extremely dangerous pass catcher at Notre Dame, and so we want to see, does that translate to the NFL? And now that we're going to have all three healthy, right? All three, you got Harrison Bryant, Brock Bowers, and now Michael Mayer. Let's just see kind of how this offense can really gel moving forward. Now, one thing that we do need to keep in mind is that he's been out since week 3. And so he's going to need some time. It's going to take him probably 2, maybe 3 weeks to really get his feet underneath him. Game speed is very different than practice. And so he's just going to have to get kind of his body and back into and his legs back into shape, into game speed. So it's going to take Michael Mayer probably 2, possibly 3 games to really get his feet underneath him. And so I'm going to give some patience, but we'll see kind of how it progresses. Now, one big question is, how is he going to help in the passing game? And that there's a big question mark there, right? We still don't know what Scott Turner's offense is truly going to look like with the weapons that we have. And so I want to see just, how does Scott Turner get Michael Mayer involved now that you have Brock Bowers, Harrison Bryant? I mean, you have a lot of offensive weapons as it stands right now that you can kind of play with in this offensive scheme. And so I'm very curious to kind of see how he dials this thing in. Now, let me know in the comment section down below, how much do you think Michael Mayer is going to help this passing game moving forward? Let me know in the comment section down below. So I want to see what Michael Mayer has in him. I want to see how much he can develop. I want to see what this offense looks like with a dynamic tight end like Brock Bowers. You got Harrison Bryant, but also now you have Michael Mayer. I want to see just how creative this offense can get when you have 3 prolific type of tight ends in this offense. And so Michael Mayer, I think, is going to be able to have some favorable matchups moving forward. And can Scott Turner kind of expose that? Now, again, can our quarterbacks also expose that? We're going to go in. We have Gardner Minshew. We have Desmond Ridder. Aiden O'Connell will be coming back in a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And so we'll see who kind of gets the bulk of the playing time when it comes to the quarterbacks. But I really want to see just how well Michael Mayer can fit in this offense, as a whole, with the pieces that are built around him, that we currently have around him. And at the end of the day, I'm going to leave you with this, right? Michael Mayer is a former 2nd-round draft pick that we traded up for. I mean, he can be still a dynamic tight end, but we have to see what we have in him. Because when we approach the offseason and next year's draft, we have to make sure that we make the right moves. Do we hold on to Michael Mayer? Is he a potential player that we can possibly trade away if we do see some success out of him? What about Harrison Bryant? Do we move on from Harrison Bryant? And so these are things that we need to just kind of really focus on and figure out, okay, what do we have in this locker room? What type of pieces can we continue to grow upon, moving forward to where we can eventually get to the success that we want to see as a Raider franchise, as just a team. And so I just want to see, what can Michael Mayer do? I want to see how much we can get out of him, and what does a Michael Mayer Brock Bowers tandem really look like? Because I do think if Michael Mayer can be the potential tight end that we saw in Notre Dame, the potential that maybe it was, Dave Ziegler, Josh McDaniels, the potential that they saw at him enough to jump up in the draft for him, can we get that out of him? And so I understand that it's tough because our offense is kind of in shambles right now, but that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that we can see more success of the run game, where he can kind of be more involved in the blocking side of things. But at the same time, let's kind of get him involved in the pass catching game as well. And so, guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you expect out of Michael Mayer moving forward to the rest of the season? But at the end, again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I hope that he is 100% healthy. Hopefully he has gotten his mind right, just for his own sake. For his own sake, I want to make sure that I do hope that he's 100% healthy and his mind is completely right. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Again, hit that like button. Make sure you check in. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. My next giveaway is at 4,000 subscribers. If you want to be including that, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications as well, so you know when I drop more content. So I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.